All right, folks. Let's get into our final segment. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. Wait for it. All right, you should be ready now. So, yesterday was a county commissioner meeting, and they met in the courtroom that I was sitting in the entire day because I am a criminal. And so after sitting in the courtroom all day, I was waiting for them to be in a different room, and then they decided to just come in the courtroom anyway. I'm traumatized. I have PTSD from this courtroom now. But either way, we were here, and people went up to speak about the removal of the Confederate monument. Now, the Confederate monument was voted to be removed on. This is me speaking. It was voted to be removed, I think, on July something 2020. So about a year ago. And it's taken them a year to actually draft a proposal to get rid of it. And they said, oh, we're going to spend 28,000 taxpayer dollars to move this racist statue, instead of doing literally anything else. Literally any fucking thing else. They could have been better using that $28,000 on. They wanted to use it on removing a statue. It doesn't cost $28,000, right? What most likely is going on there is they're just using that as a way to launder money to a contractor friend. It's all backroom dealing, right? They know someone who knows someone who's got like something, and they're just overcharging for a bunch of shit, and that's basically what's happening. That's my understanding of how government works. They don't need to be spending $28,000 on this shit. I'm just telling you, the river is right down the street. Hey-oh! But anyway, so we went up there to talk about how disrespectful it is to be spending taxpayer money on a racist monument. The way I see it, this is a tax for racism. We are paying for racism. Why don't all the city or county commissioners pay the $28,000 out of their pocket for not getting their shit together sooner? How come we have to pay for their racism? I don't know. So I want to play my little segment. I'm going to be uploading this video in full. To my channel. So if you do want to watch the entire video, you can do so. But I just wanted to play my snippet here. So we had a little bit of an awkward period here. The person who signed up before me didn't go up, so then they called me up. And I was very confused. I didn't know what I was doing. So this is me. So $28,000 is not required to remove this statue. It could be removed a lot less costly to the taxpayers. I see no reason why we should be paying money to remove a statue that should have been removed 100 or so years ago. Also, approximately 1 in 10 high school seniors know what the Civil War was about. The Civil War was about slavery, enslaving human beings. So again, this is a little thing that I recently found out that is just absolutely just bizarre to me, is that approximately 1 in 10 high school seniors can identify slavery as the cause of the Civil War. What? So it is not a heritage, it is hatred. Full stop. But only 1 in 10 high school seniors know about this hatred. I think the $28,000 should instead be spent on bettering our education so that people know why the statue is unacceptable. I yield my time. So then everyone's clapping for me. I know, that's me. What are you going to do? I know, thank you so much. So these people over here, they're with the Pasquotank PAC, a Republican political action committee that publishes articles on protesters with the intent to defame them. They recently published an article on one of our friends, Kirk Rivers, saying that he's burning down Elizabeth City and he's destroying the whole city. That hasn't happened, of course. So these people, I asked them who they're with, and they said Pasquotank PAC. And they're the only ones that record county commissioner meetings. And that's why I am going to be going to county commissioner meetings and recording them from now on. Because they are, like, you can't let Republicans control the media. Who knows what they're going to remove? I don't know their footage. If we go look at their footage, they could possibly just have removed all of our statements and then just put their own in there. We don't know. So that's why I'm going to be going to every single county commissioner meeting from this point onward to make sure that there is an objective record being displayed. And I'll also speak at every single one because I have a lot to say. 3 minutes every 2 weeks. Let's get it, bro. I'm down. But either way, again, $28,000. It does not cost $28,000. $28,000 to remove a statue. You can roll it down the street into the river for free. I'm telling you this right now. Now, does that mean I'm going to do it? No, but I'm telling you, you can get rid of it for free. You can spend $0 on getting rid of the statue. And again, if you want to watch the full county commissioner meeting, I highly recommend doing so on my channel. It is currently uploading as we speak. I will air it as a premiered video on my channel probably around 11:15 or 11:30 whenever it's done processing. And you can watch it. It's about half an hour long that we were there. And I highly recommend watching it because a lot of the speeches were fantastic that people gave. And I thought that, you know, again, we're going to be going in there and we're going to be making our voices known for the foreseeable future. And we're not going to let Republicans control the narrative. $28,000 you're spending? What? Of our money? Why don't they spend their own money? How come the person who wants the monument, because it's being moved to a private land, how come that person doesn't spend $28,000? How come we are spending $28,000 on this fucking monument? It can get tossed into the river for free. It can be destroyed and melted down into raw material for free. You don't need $28,000 fucking dollars to do something that should have been done a long time ago. And it's our money. It's our money. They are stealing our money. They stole our money and they are funneling it through their contractor buddies, because guess what? Again, I want to remind everyone, they know where the money's going. They're spending $28,000 on some crane company bullshit, right? And this is, you know, people, they're doing some. And so they're spending that money on a crane company that they probably have a friend of a friend whose cousin works there, and it's just a way that they're laundering taxpayer money to their friends. It's a fucking racket. Also, I want to play this part on stream because I know y'all are going to like this. So there was a part where people, like, did this bizarre, like, super fascist, like, weird 1984 thing. And I really wanted to, like, point it out because I thought it was super bizarre. So everyone stood up for the pledge. Like, check this out. Check this out. So check this out. This is really bizarre. Like, it made me feel like I was in the Twilight Zone. This is fascism. Again, if you stand up for the pledge, if you have your own reasons. I don't want to, like, you know, offend anyone who, you know, I'm friends with. But a Pledge of Allegiance is fascism. There is no distinction between that and Heiling Hitler. I'm telling you this right now. There is zero distinction. Zero. In fact, I would even go as far as to say it's worse. Because at least you should know Heiling Hitler is bad. Why don't you know that pledging an allegiance to a flag of a country that bombs and commits genocide of other countries for decades and decades and decades, enslaved its own people, refuses to apologize or even repair the problems that they caused? Like, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. It's fascist. So everyone out there, that's my opinion. You can feel free to disagree, but I don't stand up for the pledge because fuck this country. America sucks. But check this out. Check this out. Look at that. Look at these greaseball Pasquotank pack people, by the way. They're like standing there, I pledge allegiance to God of my country. Like, this shit's hilarious. So that's me laughing. I don't know if you could hear that. I know. I'm self-indulging a little bit. Let me have my little bit of my narcissism on display. But, I mean, this is hilarious. This shit is hilarious. Like, I'm telling you this right now. It's hilarious. Like, any outside observer, right, that wasn't tainted by American exceptionalist fascist propaganda their whole lives would look at this and laugh their ass off because it's fucking hilarious. You're telling me human beings are going to stand up and pledge their allegiance to a flag? And it's not even a good flag. First of all, the flag's design sucks cock, and not in the good way. Like, you can suck cock and you can be a great motherfucker. For example. But either way, like, you know, like, the country sucks, the flag sucks, the colors suck, the design sucks, every aspect of this flag is hell on earth, and these motherfuckers are standing up. It's fascism. So I start laughing. So I'm like, what is going on here? I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. So they do that. I thought that was pretty funny. But again, if you want to watch the full county commissioner meeting, you can do so on my channel. And that was my short little recap. But I highly recommend watching the entire video, and I will link it in the description of this clip as well. And again, it will be airing on my channel after the live show is done. So boom, bada boom. There you go. We live in a fascist country, folks. Full stop. If you disagree, you are historically uneducated. I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, folks, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns for me before I end the show?